Hello everyone and welcome to our brief tutorial about how to revamp groups, projects and resources. You have recently received from us an email where we listed you what are the different fields that needs to be revamped by you. Usually it was also specific depending on your project, group or resource, how it's needing to be activated. So we will be speaking about the summary, also the description. Then we will cover also the related topics, countries and continents and why it's important to have them. We will be also covering the difference between banner and thumbnail, so the pictures. Also then related content and what is the added value of having these fields filled out. Also then what is the info page, because it's a slightly different from our old platform where it was known as Wiki. And last but not least, it's approved pending members. So first, let's go to the summary. Here we provided you a sentence of that it should have maximum of 200 character summary. So let me now show you where you can find it and then where you can actually modify it. So here when I go to the list of the groups, this is the summary. This one sentence which should tell the user what is your group or project or resource about. This is very important and it should be really concrete of what is the purpose of this space. You can modify it by going to the group that you are administrator or owner of. You click on Manage Group and then Edit Group. And you will open the main general page of editing. And here you can find the field where you can put maximum of 200 characters of summary. The next one is description. You can also edit the description here in the main edit page, and usually also most of the fields that I just mentioned in the email. However, let me go one by one. So if you want to know what is actually the description, you should go to the group or project or resource that you are owner or administrator of, and you click on the group, and here in the overview, this is your navigation bar, you scroll a bit down and here is the description. You can see here that there is just let's say one paragraph of what the description means. However, I want to show you the best practices of Capacity for Dev and how we envision actually the function of the description itself. Here you can every time use the filter if you cannot find the exact field or exact project that you are looking for. And here if you scroll down, again the description is here and you can see that the Desira project has, for example, also here pictures and different kind of hyperlinks as well as videos. So you can kind of play with the details of the description. And the next is related topics, countries and continents. This is very important because on new Capacity for Dev, each member, when he or she is logged in, we have a personalized feed. This is the home page when I am logged in, and I can find out the most suitable content to my interests. So during the registration, each member of Capacity for Dev needed to select their topics and countries of interests. And then on the homepage they will find this information selected and filtered according to their interests. So let's say that, for example, I'm interested in water and sanitation, therefore I will receive here different articles as well as the groups and projects recommended for me to follow. So this is also why we encourage you to select these fields. So how you can do it? You can do it by, again, going, for example, to the groups, navigating towards the group, project or resource that you are owner or administrator of. Again, you click on Manage Group and Edit Group, and you scroll down a bit, and here you will be able to find the topics and countries. So here you can click on countries. You also have available subtopics and here are the countries, first the continent, or you can also select the exact countries that you might be interested in. So these were the related topics, countries and continents. Now let's speak about pictures, because each website and each platform want to be as user-friendly and as visually available for its users as possible. And this is why we have banner and thumbnail. I will be telling you about the difference, so let me first go for the thumbnail, because this can be found actually when you go to the browse content, and here you click on the groups, and here you have a small square. As you can see, the thumbnail is the square image with a dimension of 48 times 48 pixels recommended, with a maximum of 512 kilobytes. So when we are speaking about thumbnail, we means this. When you want to change your banner, it's the one when you go inside the groups, project and resources, and it's this one, and it should be 446 times 270 pixels with maximum of 512 kilobytes. The next is related content. This is very important because not a lot of people actually know that they can link the related content to their spaces. So for example, here I can mention what kind of projects are related to my topic, which the group is related to, or also some of my other groups, or even some resources or articles that I can find out on the capacity for dev. And here also on the general edit page you can of course edit the banner and the thumbnail. Then we have the info page, which I already mentioned, that is formerly known as wiki page. This we mention mainly if you already submitted your project or group on our old platform, therefore you know this as a wiki. However, now we call it info. So you should take a moment to review this kind of space because it's slightly different. So let me, for example, go on inside some group. I click on the group that I'm owner or administrator of, and here you have your navigation bar where you click on info. And here you can see how, for example, other groups structure their info. So here you have the main menu. You can also have the submenus. You can also have the useful links, or even the contact page. How you can actually edit this, it's not this time in a manage group, but here you can add pages. If you click under the menu in add page, and here you click on what name it should have, what is the description, also the parent, so it means if it should be under some section that you could see in menu. You can also select the language, the topics, country, so it's again recommended to our users. Then also you can select some files if you want, and also other functions that you can add. And you can also manage pages. So if, for example, you see that you have lots of pages inside your group, you can simply here navigate yourself and manage it. You can also click here, you can view it or edit it or even delete it. So this is how you should revamp your info page. And last but not least is approve pending members. This is very important, especially for groups. And it means that if you have selected moderation of your groups, then you have to approve all of the members that wants to join your group. Therefore, they are in pipeline. And if you don't approve them, then they cannot have access to your group. So here you can, for example, see in pending members that I have members that are waiting for me to validate them. So I either click on approve or reject if I see that the people are related to what the intention of my group is. So this is all. Briefly just mentioned what the revamp of the different spaces means and how you can navigate yourself on our platform to make your spaces as visually appealing as possible. So thank you, and don't hesitate to reach out to us to support@capacityfordev.eu if you have any questions.